Coach, how are the guys feeling today heading into tomorrow's match?
Well, I feel pretty good because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous September fall day. So the grass is perfect. I think they're anxious to get back at it. So training today was good.
A couple injuries got you guys last match or so. How are the guys looking to step up for tomorrow?
I think the mantra of this club has always been, early on in the year when we had a lot of injuries, now we had a couple more, it's always the next man up. That's been our mantra. We have faith in the guys that are, on the lower end of the roster, and they got to step up and take advantage of the opportunity that they have and help the team collect points.
You got a bunch of games coming up against teams that in the standings you should, on paper, be able to beat. I mean, how important is it for a team like yours to take advantage of these opportunities and win these games?
And the messaging and just on paper, and you got to go out and do all the work. Yes, we've messaged. We've tried to make sure that the tactics are good. Each game in MLS presents challenges. Some on paper based on the standings, all of that sort of stuff. They read those things. So as coaches, we try and make sure that they are physically ready, and then the answer to your question is, are they mentally ready? And hopefully they are. I mean, we've challenged them. We've lost 2 in a row. So that's not the streak that we want to continue. And we also understand that this is MLS, full of parity. And on any given day, another team can beat another team. So that's what we've told them. It's up to them to bring the energy. If they play well, they'll give themselves a good chance to get 3 points.
Do players always listen when you tell them that stuff on that subject?
Maybe in March and April. That's why I have Jimmy say it now, or Gonzo, or Preki. We got to vary the voices at this time of year. But look, on a serious note, Jeff, they're all good pros. I mean, top to bottom, we've got some really good pros, starting with Steph, Chad, Ozzy. They've been through this before. They understand the importance and significance of home games, so I think they'll be ready.
Taylor Twellman mentioned on the broadcast that you didn't think training was necessarily great at the end of last week. How difficult is it to get the guys up for training at this time of year, or do they understand what's at stake and how to work in training?
I said to make him say that, who knows? There's 3 games in a week. Maybe it is a little that time of year. You got guys that are kind of settled into their spots. The challenge is to make sure that guys understand that they have to train for themselves so that in case they get a chance, they can perform. So a guy like young Alex Roldan, I'll take him for example, driving him, making sure that he is sharp and training every single day, because he might get an opportunity. So that's the messaging that we want to have, that those guys, and they understand the fact that it's a team sport, and if they elevate the level of training, then that's good for the guys that might be ahead of them, might be good for the team, might be good for the group. So it's important that all those guys understand their roles, even if it may not be a starting position.
Gareca, Peru's coach, said this morning that Raul Ruidiaz was going to be called up for the friendlies against USA and Chile. What does that mean to you?
It means we have a lot of good players on the team.
But when you have games that are so important coming up, how do you manage that? And is there ever a time where you want to maybe have a conversation with the club? We
are having conversations. Chris Henderson has done a great job of having conversations with all of the national team associations, and those talks are ongoing with Raul, with Gustav, other guys that are on the preliminary rosters. We are prepared for those conversations. We're having them now. We'll see if they bear any fruit.
From the tape this week, what have you seen in this Rapid side?
Well, they're a game team. I mean, to Jeff's point, they're a game team. They're going to come out and press. Their coach has publicly said how proud he is of the distance that they cover in games, and that comes from their pressure all around the field. I think Kellyn Acosta has been a great improvement for them, a good signing. How they incorporate their new system. I mean, in the beginning he was playing 3-5-2, now it's 4-4-2 diamond. All of those little nuances, that'll dictate how the game goes.